guys, it's Bonnie back with another video again today. So today I want to talk about something that has really impacted me today. So as you guys know, I'm super about seasonal work and traveling more and just being able to explore the world we live in more than we currently do, because I feel like the vast majority of people don't travel as much as they truly want to. So with that being said, today I want to talk about something that it has been a little bit difficult to deal with today, but I know it's the right choice. And that is selling something you don't necessarily want to, but you feel you need to get the amount of travel you want to do. So for me, I am about to do some seasonal work. I am moving to Alaska. I had a 1999 Camry with almost 250,000 miles. It had its salvage title, and I just really don't know vehicles that well based on the length of the drive and also just the conditions of the road. I decided that the safest option was for me to sell my car and then fly to Alaska, and then probably once I get back to mainland America in about 4 to 6 months, somewhere in that time frame, I'll get a new car then. So that was a little difficult for me. It wasn't necessarily selling the car itself that was difficult. Like, I don't necessarily care that I don't have a car, but that car was my graduation. That was a graduation present. That was what I drove out to Colorado from Florida in. I had road tripped in it with several of my friends, and it's just been through a lot with me. Like, that's the car I've almost flipped. That's the car I've almost gotten in accidents, and yet I haven't. So it's really bittersweet to see her go, and I'm sure that there are other people on this channel who have things, maybe not a car, maybe you've got a house, or just a lot of things, or maybe you're thinking about getting rid of your bed like me. I'm not super attached to my bed, so I'm not really too worried about the fact that this is leaving soon, but you know, we all have things that we're gonna miss if we start on this journey. If you know, especially if you're becoming more nomadic like me and you're like seriously downsizing like me. And so that's something I just really want to talk about. What has been helping me through all of this is just reminding myself that the adventure of Alaska, the adventure of the Grand Canyon, the adventure of whatever happens after that is so much more valuable to me than a crappy old car. And again, I love the memories. I love the car. Like, Cindy was my baby. Like, people would talk about her and I would say, no, that's Cindy, that's my baby, and I love her. And I would talk about all the great things she had done for me because I've been through so much with her. So I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying I didn't love my car. I realize she's no longer mine, but I'm not saying that I didn't love that car, because I did. I've had her for 4 years. I would have sold her at some point if I didn't love her, but I kept her. I got a salvage title on her when I was hit while in a grocery store because I was like, you know what, I don't want to give up this car yet. I still want this car. And so that's what I did. So it definitely has been difficult, but I think you just need to focus on what's more important. If that is possessions, that's totally fine, but if you're truly looking to make this nomadic journey, then I think you're probably in the same place as me, and you've probably decided that these material things aren't what's going to give you joy. It's the travel, it's the adventure, it's the people, it's the food, the experiences, you know, everything that comes with travel. That's what is motivating you to do this. And I think at the end of the day, if you're truly motivated to live a nomadic lifestyle, then you're going to accept that you're going to lose some things along the way. And while yes, it's going to be hard, yes, you may be a little sad, you may even cry over some things you lose, in the end, it's better for you, it's better for your soul, and it's going to make you happier to not have all these things, but to have the ability to experience. Because the fact of the matter is that car was holding me back. If I had kept her, I couldn't have drove to Alaska with her. So I was stuck between deciding, was I going to drive it to my family in Florida, hope it made it, hope I didn't need an oil change or other issues along the way, and then from there I would have to fly to Alaska. Or my other option would be pay outrageously expensive parking fees in my town where I live in Colorado, and then I would still have to come back to it. And for me, the idea of having to set aside a special trip to do all this for my car, having to set aside this extra money to either plan a cross-country road trip just to keep a vehicle that I wasn't able to use at the time, or the other option of parking my car and paying monthly, like those both didn't seem like good options to me. I would rather sell the car and have that money to, you know, either pay off my debts or use towards travel. And again, that's something you have to make personally for yourself with every item, and decide what is important for you to keep or not keep. But that is something you have to consider, is that it may be more valuable to you to get rid of it and have that money and have that freedom, than to keep holding on to something that maybe is just tying you down. And I know that's, as an American, that's something odd to think about a vehicle, but if your vehicle cannot get you where you need to go, if your vehicle is not reliable, if your vehicle is too expensive, like, there are a lot of ways in which a vehicle can hold you back. So you really have to consider your material possessions, even if it's something that gives you freedom, as we're led to believe with vehicles. So I think that's probably been one of the most difficult parts of getting rid of my car, is the fact that I feel like I have lost this freedom, but I have to keep reminding myself all the freedom I have gained by giving that up. So I hope this helps you. You guys should comment below anything you felt was difficult to give up when you started your nomadic life. I'd love to hear anything else. This is really the first item I've struggled with. I have gotten rid of probably 50% of my items at this point, and I'm looking to get rid of probably 25 to 30% of what's left. So I've definitely dramatically downsized. I've pretty much figured out what's going at this point, and really my car was the only thing I struggled with. So I would love to hear if you guys had anything else that was a struggle to you, because I realize I'm probably a little different than most people in that respect, that I was just like, you know, get rid of it, I just want to travel, and then my car was the one thing holding me back. Also, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks.